What is happening, my Facebook peeps? Happy Friday. Hey, happy birthday to my kiddos. They are 11 today. So it's been I'm getting ready to wrap up. It's early in the day. I'm getting ready to wrap up my day. But I realized I got to get some content out of folks. And it's actually really well timed. I got two reasons for doing the lesson I want to do today. Number one, this is going out. Shout out to my man Adam, who was talking to me about speed reading the other day. And number two, and probably more importantly, is it totally ties in with the message that came from Roger's third video this week about spending time reading. And so a lot of people I talk to, they don't read. It's as simple as that. They just don't read. A lot of people don't read because they think it's a time suck. The reason that people think it's a time suck is because they find themselves daydreaming or wandering. And before they know it, they've reread the same paragraph over and over and over and over again. So want to give you a couple quick tips for maximizing your time, effort, and efficiency when reading. Number one is get yourself one of our Reading Smart index cards. If you want one of these, send me a message and we'll connect, and I'll put one of these in the mail. The Reading Smart index card. We used to hand these out at foundational programs all the time. It's got the three most important questions you can ask yourself before you start reading anything. As you can see, they are: why am I reading this? What do I need the information for? And how long do I have to read it? When you answer these three questions honestly, you're going to give yourself purpose and a sense of urgency. And you know this, like anything in life, when you operate with purpose and a sense of urgency, you're going to maximize your results. Now, the second tip, it's super, super practical. This card, actually, you flip it over and use the blank side of this card, and you're going to use it as a pace card. Now, a lot of people watch this video, you probably saw a pace card at some point when you were growing up, like when you were learning how to read as a kid in school. They gave you a ruler or a note card or something, and you use it as a pace card. And so, like, I'm going to use like an old Outside magazine here because it works really well for this. But you used to go, you get the pace card right there, and you put it below, and then you'd pace it and move down the article. A little bit different this time. What I want you to do is when you have this card or any other card, go get a 3x5 note card. Go get a recipe card. Go get it out of the wife's recipe book and use that. Just give it back to her before Thanksgiving. Anyway, use a blank card, and what you want to do is you want to put your card above that line, right? And what you want to do is you want to read that line, and once you start reading, when you get to the end of the line, you start to move the card down the page, right? And then the only rule is that once the card starts moving, it's just not allowed to stop. When you're doing this, you do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, when you read on a page, you read top to bottom. So what happens is when you put your card below, you're actually putting a governor. You're putting a speed governor, and you're restricting what you have access to. You're like basically covering up what you could be reading. Second thing is, a lot of people I know, they're rereaders, right? When they go back, they realize their mind had been elsewhere, and they had no idea what they just read, so they went over and reread it like 2, 3, 4, 6 times, and then finally they give up. They're like, screw it, I'm going to listen to the audio program instead. Well, when you put your card above and you start to cover that stuff up, you're not giving your brain the opportunity to go back and reread it. You're just taking that opportunity right off the table. So your brain knows it has one opportunity to read and capture and internalize that information. So try those tips. No, those two things. Number one, ask yourself the three questions. Why am I reading this? What do I need the information for? And how long do I have to read it? Give yourself some context. Set yourself up for the win. And then use that note card as a pace card. Put it above the line, put it above the text you're about to read. Start to move it down the page and literally keep your eyes in front of that card. You'll be amazed at the speed and increase in comprehension that you'll experience. All right, if you got questions, throw them down in the chat. For more tips like this, and for me, you thought this was good, we got a ton more. Make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter and our third series. Otherwise, I'm going to go celebrate birthday with the kids. Have a fantastic finish of your day, and have a great weekend. Later.